We see you getting after your fitness goals. But what about those money goals? You can count on Credit Karma for a clear view of your finances and your progress, helping you see results so you can keep checking off those financial personal bests and find your way to money. Progress never felt so good. Download the Intuit Credit Karma app and start achieving your money goals today. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to When Reality Hits. I have a beautiful, wonderful guest on today that I love so freaking much. The fabulous Kristen Doute. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. What an intro. Hello, hello.
And castmate. Hey.
And castmate. Again.
Yeah. Like, how awesome is that?
Previous and current castmate.
We could finally talk about it.
Oh my God, finally.
How crazy is it whenever we have these podcasts and stuff and we can't talk about half the stuff that's been going on in our lives?
Okay, not only because Luke and I just did this on our podcast, but it was like, for Luke, it's only been months since he hasn't been able to talk about it. For you, me, and Jax, it's been 2 years.
2 years that this was in the works. And like we filmed a while ago, so
yeah,
it's like so much has changed.
I
so
know.
much has happened since we filmed, but I'm just so excited for everybody to see the Valley.
I
It's
am
going to be
too.
amazing.
You guys are really going to love it. Like, I won't like say too much, right?
Yeah.
Say too much.
Hey, you're starting to pick up the country accent.
I'm getting your accent. But really, as I said, we've been working on this for over 2 years. I said on my podcast, like, you and Jax had this idea that I was immediately brought into, and I'm so grateful for. And it does take, it takes an army of people to like make a first show happen.
Yeah.
And it was something we talked about back in 2020 or before 2020. And then the pandemic hit. And I'm just so glad that after all these years, you guys brought it back to the forefront of our producers and all the head honcho minds.
Yeah. Jax was literally like, we got to do this now. Yeah. Met with Alex Baskin, and here we are.
I know.
Thank you, Alex. We love you.
And also, Alex Baskin talked about it at the Vanderpump Rules premiere party.
I know.
Which blew my mind a little because I thought we were keeping a little hush-hush on things. But now everyone just knows it's going to be on episode 8 of Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
So
oh, my gosh.
We get to say that.
Oh, okay. We can at least say that part.
Because he said it, so we get to say it.
Everybody keeps being like, when is it air? When does it air? And I'm like, I don't know.
Soon, I say soon-ish.
It's going to be coming out soon, but it's also going to be amazing. I'm so excited. We're so grateful.
Yes. So everyone do your girl math. It's on episode 8 of Vanderpump Rules.
Do your girl math.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I love it. Okay. So I just got to give a little shout out to myself because you guys are listening to this on my birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday to you.
Ooh, Marilyn.
Thank you so much for knowing what I was doing.
Girl, my dog's literally named Monroe.
I know. It's true. You have pictures of Marilyn up. Yeah.
So this is my special birthday episode, and it's girls' night. I'm sure you guys have noticed by now that Jax is not recording with us. I just wanted to do a fun girls' night episode to talk about some of my favorite memories and favorite things that I've had with Kristen. Oh my gosh. So I wanted to go into some of my past birthdays that we have shared together because, like I said, birthday episode.
Yes. Okay.
So remember last year we were in Las Vegas.
Last year was pretty epic.
It was awesome.
It was amazing.
We went to that, what was it? Thunder from Down Under? No, what was it? Chippendales.
Yeah. Same thing.
Chippendales.
Different.
And our friend Jacqueline is the host of it. And it was absolutely amazing.
Magic Mike. Oh my God. We're the worst.
We just went through
We've been to Chippendales.
We've definitely been to Chippendales. I've probably been to Thunder from Down Under. I've probably been through all of it.
So we went to Magic Mike.
Skirt, rewind. We went to Magic Mike and it was awesome. It was hilarious. I got pulled on stage, remember?
I remember. So I have a million like live photos because you were kind of far away from where we were.
Yeah.
The stage they pulled you up on. So I just kept taking like really close photos that were live so I could like click on them and watch him gyrate on you. Like above you. It was like above you.
Yeah, it was above me.
Yeah.
And Jackson knew I was doing that and he was completely fine with it.
Yes.
It was just so fun. I love doing stuff like that with my girlfriends. I think it's hilarious. Sheena was like, of course, Sheena, she's like, oh, we have got to go to Magic Mike. I was like, yes. absolutely.
Front row seats. Shout out again to Jacqueline, who gets to ride the unicorn. And the dancing was amazing, though.
So good.
The drinks were flowing. We had the best time, but it was pretty epic.
Yeah, if you go to Vegas, you got to try Magic Mike.
It really
so
is
fun.
amazing, though. The dancers, the whole show is phenomenal.
Remember whenever they get in that cage and it goes like up in the sky or whatever, and there's like rain falling down?
The shower dancing.
Yes.
Ugh.
Like, absolutely.
I've had so many girlfriends
cute.
text me ever since I posted about that last year that have texted me and they're like, you went to Magic Mike. We're all going to Magic Mike. A group of shout out to my friend Jamie, but she and a bunch of moms from LA, they all went to Vegas for like a trip, and they're like, we're all going to Magic Mike too.
So good.
They wanted the same experience.
It is so good. Do you remember a couple years ago? I can't remember every single date, obviously, but me and Katie had a shared birthday in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And we all went out and we went to I think it was like Omnia, and like did all the things.
We did all the Vegas.
All the Vegas. Vegas is like treats us amazingly. So shout out to Vegas. I love you.
Vegas, we love you.
But I'm not going to say which one of your ex-boyfriends, but one of your ex-boyfriends, because we all had this huge suite that had like a pool table and it had like multiple rooms in it. So we had
It looked like a Kardashian mansion. Like it was kind of split with two staircases.
Yeah, it was
and this
huge.
Big giant area, and then we all had bedrooms upstairs, and you had like master bedrooms on the deck. Right?
Yeah, me and
Yes.
Katie both had like the big main bedrooms downstairs.
So
one of Kristen's
Bluetooth
ex,
speaker.
we had a Bluetooth speaker. It was connected to like a JBL speaker or something, and he goes out to take a shower after playing music on the speaker. And didn't realize that his phone was still connected, I guess, somehow.
And we're all downstairs.
We're all
just
downstairs.
like getting ready. We're ready to party. Like
Yeah.
we're like, everyone meet here.
All of a sudden, porn sounds.
It's like, we're like, what the
He was literally upstairs in the shower watching porn, and it was going through the speakers for all like 10, 12 of us to hear. There was like 12 of us at least there. And we all knew, we all knew
porn
whose
is
phone
so
it was.
normal and fine, you guys.
gosh,
but
yeah.
I was like, Carter, turn your damn phone off.
I wasn't going to say his name.
I did.
Kristen said his name.
I did.
But still, that was such a hilarious moment. And that just like is another, birthday memory that I always think about, because it was so funny and everybody was cracking up and felt so uncomfortable for a second. And then we just like died.
I want you all to just take a moment and imagine you're with all your best friends, their boyfriends, husbands, and you're partying. You're trying to turn on a speaker. Let's play some going out music. And all of a sudden it's just porn sounds. So good. That was a great memory.
That was such a good memory. Yeah, I can't believe you said the name. I was going to leave it out, but hey.
He's fine. He's a homie.
Fine.
He's a homie.
Then do you remember we had another one of my birthdays at Delilah, and this was years ago. It's like, yeah. And
my jaws just dropped, you guys.
We could not get to our table. Like everybody was just like standing in the lobby or whatever by, the hostess stand. And we were like, what is taking so long? Turned out Leonardo DiCaprio and Toby Maguire were sitting at the table. And of course, they're not going to tell them to leave. So we're all just standing around like, what are we going to do? Like everybody's like looking at me like, what's going to happen? I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell Leonardo DiCaprio.
You can't ask Leo to leave. Excuse me, our table. That's our table.
Did you remember that?
Oh, I fully remember that.
Yes.
So then we went to the other side of the bar and we just like had drinks and we were like, okay, we're waiting.
We're waiting. Hi, Leo. Hey.
Yeah. No big deal.
No big deal. But hey, that's stuff that happens in LA that you would never expect like anywhere else.
Think of yourself 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
You've been here 8 years. 9 years?
9 years. Well, it'll be 9. Same time. It'll be 9 on the 4th of July. The 4th of July is the day that I moved to LA and I drove straight to Sheena Shay's house.
Yeah.
Her parents' house for a 4th of July party with my car packed full of clothes and everything.
It's so wild.
It's like
so yourself
crazy.
9 to 10 years ago, if you would be sitting on this podcast in this house talking about Leonardo DiCaprio and Toby Maguire accidentally still being at your table on one of your birthday memories.
That is insane.
Wild.
Insane. I mean, there's just been so many like amazing memories since we've been here. And also, remember we had the birthday party at Rocco's?
I sure do.
What was it decorated like? I can't remember.
We had Biddy and like a big balloon thing. We had UK. We had like UK stuff.
Oh, it was all my favorite things.
It was just like all Brittany's favorite things.
Hooters.
Megan Johnson. was, like,
Hooter girls
me.
came.
Yep.
And we had Marilyn Monroe posters.
Marilyn Monroe.
And like all these like little things. Like
it was just like
90s hip hop music.
Yeah.
And
these are a few of my favorite things. And we were like, what is Brittany like? Rap, UK, basketball.
Yeah. UK basketball.
Yeah.
Big Blue Nation.
Hey.
Yeah, it was absolutely, oh my gosh, some of the funniest times that I've ever had.
What? Had so many good birthdays.
I used to have a birthday curse, by the way. Like, I'm not even lying. It like there was years and years and years where I had horrible birthdays. And let me tell y'all a little story. It started when I was 17. It was my 17th birthday. I was getting like a new TV or something. I was so excited. My parents were buying me a new TV. The worst ice storm that we've like ever had in Kentucky happens on my birthday. We can't go nowhere. We can't do anything. Yeah. Nobody could come see me. Nobody could celebrate. And I was like,
you can't drive. You can't even leave your house.
Ice storms are the worst because nobody can be on the road.
Yeah, and all you Midwesterners know exactly what we're talking about right now.
Exactly. And it was just like crazy because that was the first time, because I'm such a social person. I always love to celebrate like my birthday. Everybody else's birthday is like,
you
that's
are
just who I am.
Hostess with the mostest.
I love having everybody around. So whenever that happened, I was like, oh my gosh. Well, then my 18th birthday comes around and I had a G.I. Joe's and Army Hose birthday party. So everybody had a dress and camouflage and like army stuff.
I love that theme for you. Like so hard. I love that theme.
So let me tell you, my bedroom at the time it used to be a garage. It was like this huge room and it had a separate room inside of it. It's hard to explain, but It also had a door to the outside. Mm-hmm. So my sister or somebody got me a keg. Okay. And it was in the second room. So my mom would come down and she would check on the party and be like, how's everybody doing? Does anybody want snacks? Or like, she was like passing out like red Solo cups of like pop and stuff. And she had no idea.
You just said pop.
She had no idea.
I've never heard you say pop.
What do you think I say? Soda?
Yeah.
I think I say both. I go back and forth.
That's wild.
Like
Midwestern. #Midwesterners.
I go back and forth on both.
Okay, so sweet little Sherry Cartwright.
My mom doesn't even drink, y'all. Does not even drink or do anything.
I've seen her have like a sip of wine. Yeah, and then she's like, I'm good.
She'll be like, I'll take a Malibu coconut rum with pineapple juice.
She drinks like she drinks like a 17-year-old.
She does. So like, and that's like one, if that ever. So she, like, especially back then, like she did not have any drinks whatsoever. So she had no clue that I had that keg in that room. And she thinks that we're all carrying around the Solo cups of the pop that she brought out.
Wait, Brittany, I have a question. Is your mom now hearing this for the first time that you had a keg hidden?
No, trust me, she knows. And I'll tell you why. The freaking cops came. The cops came and they come in and all my friends, there was like 30, 40 people, had to stand on my front lawn until the freaking parents came and picked them up. They called all their parents. It was my 18th birthday and my poor mom is like getting in trouble and I'm like, I'm 18 now. I'm bawling, crying. I'm like, get me in trouble, not her. My mom had no clue that we had any alcohol at the party.
This is like Not Another Teen Movie takes Kentucky.
But you know how sweet my mom is.
Yes.
Like, she had no idea. And I was just crying, bawling, please, officers, take me. They didn't, like, take her to jail or nothing by that any means. But still, like, you can get in trouble for that stuff. And she was completely, like, innocent. And I was like, oh, it was, like, the worst thing ever. Like, the shit that we do to our parents that they have no idea about.
Ooh, I know.
Is insane.
I know. It really is. So, do you think about that as a mom now?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm like, Cruz is going to do this to me and I'm going to get paid back for all the stuff that I put my mom through. Oh, great. Like, great.
Oh, man. I hope when Luke and I have a baby, like, for real, that I don't get paid back. Ugh.
Did you have parties at your house?
I had one.
You only had one?
I had one.
Oh, girl. I was party every
My
weekend.
mom, but it's like my mom raised us. Like my dad, we were there I had parties at my dad's house because he was like the cool dad every other weekend. Like, yay, dad has the party house. And it was fine. But at one time, my mom went out of town for like a whole night. And I was in high school. Like my brother and I both like well old enough to take care of ourselves. And I'll just do long story short.
Oh, I love the stories.
I was a freshman. My cousin was a senior. I was friends with some seniors and way too many people came over. I just wanted it to be like, I'm thinking like some of my freshman friends and we're going to have Boone's Farm and some like
smeared off ices.
Like smeared off ice Zima, like some Mohawk vodka mixed with Slurpees.
Oh, mine was, what was it called? Burnett's vodka, $6 a
cheap,
like
cheap
terrible,
as hell.
disgusting.
Tastes like rubbing alcohol.
Yes, with a little cherry flavor.
So all these seniors, juniors, sophomores, just all these people end up coming over my mom's like my little hometown house, and I'm starting to panic. Like, no. There's like cigars. Like, who smokes cigars? People are smoking cigarettes in the house, outside, beer cans everywhere, freaking out. Oh my God, my mom's going to come home in the morning, eventually get everyone out. Coast is clear. Clean up party like crazy. The next day is my birthday. So it's actually also a birthday story.
Oh, I love it.
And the next day, I'm cheerleading junior varsity at a basketball game. My mom and dad are separated, by the way, and have been since I was a toddler. And my dad is there with balloons, and they're both sitting together. And I'm like, this is the best freaking birthday I've ever had. You know what? Had a party, amazing, then crappy, freaked out. No one knew the difference. Mom and dad are here. Awesome. Get back to my house. Carrying my balloons. And my mom's like, come here, go out to the backyard. We did put everything in trash bags. But where did we put said trash bags? Oh, in the backyard.
You didn't put them in the trash cans or like down the street? Or something?
Just trash bags everywhere. And my mom opens one and there's just like beer cans and cigarette butts. And she's like, and you're grounded for a month.
Oh, God.
I'm just sitting there going, how was I that stupid?
Oh, my gosh. Well, like I said, I had a door to the outside. So sometimes my mom would be upstairs and I would have like 3 or 4 friends over. She wouldn't even know. Like the things that people do whenever they're in like high school and middle school is crazy.
Yeah.
I think back at it all the time now and I just laugh and laugh. I mean, you
it's
just gotta
hysterical.
laugh.
And we were so innocent. Like I was never doing anything bad. I didn't drink. I really didn't even drink until like I had a beer or two. Like
yeah,
like I didn't really drink until like my senior year, and that was even like a Natty Light and the like vodka with Slurpees, and then you find out that vodka doesn't freeze. My brother and I used to,
and it would go to the bottom of the cup.
Yeah, we would drink like Malibu rum, and then we'd pour water in it and put it back in the freezer. And then my mom would pull it out and she's like, so like alcohol doesn't freeze, just so you guys know. And this is a almost frozen bottle.
You're like, oh, I put water in there.
Sorry, moms.
To make it better.
We love you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. But that was absolutely crazy. Do you remember whenever we saw Britney Spears in Vegas and she gave us eye contact?
Yes, absolutely. That was the first time that Ariana and I like looked at each other like, I love you. Because we did not like each other that time. But we felt the Brittany love and we were like, we're here for this, right? We're here for this.
Brittany both ways love.
Brittany both ways love. Brittany Cartwright and Britney Spears.
I'll never forget. We had like front row. Who was it? It was me, you, Katie, Stassi, Sheena. Lala wasn't around yet. Or was she?
I think
Lala was there. I can't remember.
Maybe not.
Zach was there, I think. Kara, my bestie from home, she was there. Ariana. Like, it was such a fun
It was
trip.
so magical.
So fun. And we actually saw the concert on my birthday, and then she looked at us and gave us eye contact, and we were like freaking out.
We were so close to her.
We're like, Brittany gave us eye contact. Oh my
She loves us. She loves us.
She knows who we are.
Yeah. I mean, I felt that way in that moment. She really stared into my soul.
Yeah. We were like, she knows us and she loves us. It's the best.
Yeah.
So another birthday that I had.
Tell me.
Whenever I turned 21.
Uh-oh. It's like all in these epic birthdays of yours.
Oh,
17, 18, 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the like fun ones got ruined.
What happened at 21?
So I'm turning 21. And at the time, I was dating my college boyfriend. he was a football player for EKU. And we were like kind of at the end of our relationship. Like I had turned 21. I was like trying to like date other people. Like we were like kind of at the end, but he still came on my birthday trip.
You're like, I'm not a girl, not yet a woman.
Exactly.
Yeah. You wanted to find your way in life.
Yes. So, but he still came on my birthday trip. So it was like a bunch of our friends, my sister, we all took a limo to Louisville, Kentucky. Okay. So Louisville
it's like
is
a few hours,
like 2-hour drive. So we took a limo there, and then we went to a bar in Louisville, and then we were going to take a limo back. We go to the bar. We finally get there. Everything's going good, whatever. And we get to the bar, and these like Louisville football players are buying me drinks and stuff. It's my 21st birthday. I've got like a pin on my shirt. So like that's the reason that these guys know. Yeah. Okay. My boyfriend got so jealous. And they start a fucking brawl.
A bar fight.
A bar fight
over Brittany on her birthday.
On my birthday. After we're 2 hours away in a limo that we all have to ride in together. So we go up, and I'm, of course, like, I'm from the country. So if somebody starts fighting, I'll get right in there. Like, I go right in the middle of these huge football players fighting with each other.
I don't think, do people know this about you? I say this about you publicly. I always have on Vanderpump Rules. And I've even said it on my podcast, too. But, like, what people see is what they get. You are who you are. You're not fake. You're exactly who you are. You are sweetest, your sweetest pie. I tell you this all the time. You're such a hard worker. You're the most amazing mom. You're the best friend ever.
Oh,
like you are my sister, like in LA. Without you, I'd be lost. However,
gosh, what's she going to say?
You're also like my real sister when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because when Brittany first told me about how she's been in like bar fights before, been around, like she's like, I'll jump right in the damn middle. I'm like, that's my girl.
Well, you got to like take up for people,
Yeah.
And
I didn't even know that, but I didn't know, like in meeting you in the beginning, I'm just like, this little thing, this little country pie.
Yeah, I'm definitely country and sweet, but like I'll stick up for people I love.
Hell yeah, you will.
But what happened was that got so crazy. And then our other guy friends that were like on the limo with us started like fighting with them too. So there's like 4 guys fighting with 4 guys at the bar. And I'm like, I just
You're right
into the middle.
Yeah.
And I put my hands in between them like, stop fighting. I get knocked down, land on a glass, and slice my butt cheek open on a piece of glass, piece of broken glass.
Do you have a butt cheek scar?
I have a scar.
Wait.
I have a scar.
I need to see it.
My butt because
I've seen your butt. And I need to see that scar.
It's like very light, like whatever. I know where it is, but I thought I was going to have to go get stitches that night. I mean, it was crazy. I was crying. Everybody was crying. We couldn't like figure out where anybody was. Everybody had just like ran away. It was one of the craziest nights. Then we had to gather everybody, and we get in the limo, and we're driving back to Lexington or Richmond, wherever I was living at the time. I guess I was living in Richmond because I was at EKU. So we're driving back to Richmond, and my ex is just sobbing, crying in the freaking limo. And my sister, who does not hold back on anything at all, she's like having to like talk to him. We had to pull over on the side of the road because he thought he was hyperventilating, crying. Like it was.
So essentially what you're telling me is that you had a reality show, but you weren't getting paid to have a reality show.
This was my 21st birthday. Like it was supposed to be epic.
For this life, Brittany.
It was supposed to be epic, and all that happened, and like it was just crazy. All my friends were like, "What is going on?" I mean, the whole bar's fighting with each other over me getting a shot bought for my birthday. It was only because I had a big banner on my like 21st birthday banner. So of course guys are going to buy me shots. Like, hello. Yeah, but that all happened on my 21st birthday.
When did your birthday curse end?
Gosh. I mean, all of my birthdays here have been absolutely wonderful and amazing.
You're picky and choosy about who gets to come.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Well, yeah, because like if people don't mix and things don't work, like I just do not like on your birthday, like you deserve to not have drama on your one freaking day of the year. Do you know what I mean?
I totally agree with you.
Another time, got another story.
So it keeps going.
Another story. This is after my 21st birthday. I'm not sure exactly which birthday it was.
It wasn't a super important, but it was like in a 20s.
I was over 21. So we got a VIP table. I think it was called, what was it called then? Trust Lounge? No, it wasn't called Trust. It was a bar in Lexington.
Okay.
And we had a VIP table, and I was a bartender then, so I mainly had cash,
Totally.
Whatever's there. Like, I didn't even have a card or anything. I just had all cash all the time. So I have in my wallet like $700 to pay for the VIP table that we were having for my birthday that night.
She balling on a budget.
Somebody stole my wallet out of my VIP section. Literally reached over, grabbed my wallet out of my purse, and stole all of that cash. So, of course, as soon as I'm going to pay for the table, I noticed that my wallet is missing, and just like bawling, crying in the bar, like freaking out. All my friends are having to like scramble and like chip in to like pay for this bar tab.
If you guys could see the look on my face right now, my jaw actually hit the floor. Like, what see you next Tuesday type of person would.
It was awful. We were looking at the cameras and everything. Like, the people were taking me in the back, like watching the table and stuff. And like, we see somebody grab it. So then I'm going around being like, we have the videotape. Like, I'm trying to be like extra loud about it. So after my friends all have to chip in, and I'm bawling, crying in the bar on my birthday, which is so embarrassing. The freaking the wallet gets returned at the very end of the night.
Stop it.
Swear to God. So, and all the money was in there. Like, so I don't know what this person was doing. I don't know who it was, but they like ruined my whole entire night, because as soon as I noticed it was gone.
If you remember this night, you need to email in, comment below, and get on Brittany's next podcast, because we want to hear from you why you stole it to begin with and why you decided to turn it back in. Because thank you.
Yeah. Like, why steal it and then turn it back in at the end of the night? Like, was it somebody I knew that was being an asshole? Like, that kind of, like, what was it?
Or did someone have a come to Jesus moment?
Because I was going around saying, we got security footage. I was trying to be so loud. We got security, blah, blah, blah. And really, we didn't even, like, actually see who did it. So
that's really smart, though.
Yeah. And it ended up getting turned back in. So then I was like, do I pay all my friends back? But nobody asked me to. So I was just like, whatever. It's my birthday.
Exactly. You've had birthdays from hell.
Yeah.
Winter birthdays are hard.
Yeah. Because, and also, like, everybody wants to do like dry January. Like, I'm trying to have fun on my birthday, and everybody's doing dry January.
Every single time I've done Watch What Happens Live, I think maybe except for one time over 10 years, Andy Cohen is sober.
He's like,
because I'm always there in dry January or around my birthday, and he decided to do like dry February instead. And I'm like, cool. So about my birthday, because you were saying about your birthdays.
Yeah. No, I want to know some of your worst ones and some of your best ones too.
Oh, okay.
Because I love this. Like, this is a whole birthday episode.
So we did the one that about the house party, which I forgot was actually my birthday until I started telling the story. But since I've been in LA, since I've been on reality TV, most of my birthdays I've spent in New York doing Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, wow.
And usually it's when like a reunion is airing or a really bad episode is airing. And I'm like, this is so fun. Thanks, guys.
I have to relive this now.
Oh, and Andy's dead sober. This is super fun. So none of those were really great. My favorite birthday was when we all went to Nashville.
Oh my gosh, yes, that was so fun.
We all went to Nashville and we saw Fleetwood Mac.
Yes, that was awesome.
That was by far my favorite birthday.
That was such a good birthday.
It was just, we had the money.
Yeah.
And like, if you guys think like we're millionaires and stuff off reality TV, y'all are crazy. I'll say it here first. But Brittany and I will speak for both of us. It's like when we started making money, we love to like pay back our families and like help people, because we weren't raised with money.
Exactly.
And so for me, that birthday, James May had done really well. That episode that aired, and I'm just like,
Vanderpump was great.
Vanderpump was so great. And I'm like, I just want to treat as many people as I can. And all my friends from Vanderpump flew out, and some of my other friends that weren't on Vanderpump. And then I flew out my mom, my niece, my mom's boyfriend, my godson's father, my best friend Jeff. Like, just so many people came. We had like 20 of us, all in Nashville, and we got 20 tickets to Fleetwood Mac. And we had this amazing suite at the Noel Hotel.
Yes.
And it was just so much fun.
Gosh, that was fun.
And I'd never been to Nashville. So it was like my first time in Nashville.
And you know me, I was like, yes, Nashville, yes, Nashville.
You're like, I'll show you everything.
I'll show you. It was so fun.
So that was my favorite birthday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad you brought that memory up. Side note, that's also whenever we found my house.
Literally, Jax flew home early from my birthday party, like one day early.
I stayed with you, and he flew home just to go see the open house and FaceTime me, and that's when we got the house.
Yep.
Because I found it as we were taking off on Zillow. How crazy is that?
That is so wild.
Yeah. Like everything just like connects with each other. It's crazy.
It's
but
wild.
You know what? I'm like laughing right now because we're talking about so many birthdays. Remember that birthday that we shot of Stassi's on Vanderpump Rules where it was like the murder theme?
Yes.
And she had the bullet hole right in the middle of her forehead.
Can I tell you, I just watched part of that scene today.
Okay, because I forget exactly what happened, but I just remember.
The reason I watched that today was because Luke's mom told Luke, she's never watched Vanderpump Rules ever, obviously. But now that Luke's on the Valley, she texted Luke today. She was like, I don't know. I was like bored. I had some time. Started watching Vanderpump Rules, and I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, no. Your boyfriend's mom started watching Vanderpump Rules.
He said season 6, and I could not remember what season 6 was about.
Yeah. What was season 6?
Well, wasn't great for you.
For me? Oh, yeah. God.
That was season 6.
Okay, barf.
So I'm thinking, what did I do in season 6? What did I do? Oh, I threw a drink on James. Okay, not so bad. And then that birthday scene, I was like just skimming through the episodes going, what happened? And that birthday came up of Stassi's.
Oh my gosh.
It was so wild.
I mean, the fact that like everybody had that makeup on.
It was like Halloween.
Oh my gosh. And I remember I was like the only one who was allowed to go to both birthday parties.
Yes, because it was split. Tom and Ariana.
Ariana had her birthday party because Ariana and Stassi, oh my gosh, Ariana and Stassi have the same birthday. So Ariana had like a queen birthday party or something.
It was like, it was very.
It was about queens because I remember like for Stassi's, I would like had my like throat because hers was murder,
your throat slit,
and then I put on a crown and I was a dead prom queen.
That's right.
For Ariana's, so it like flowed like perfectly,
which was so wild for season 6. Just thinking back because the beginning of season 6 when we were all at your house for that big party. And then Ariana runs over to Tom Sandoval and like yells at him. And I went with her. Oh, and I told Luke's like, oh, were you and Ariana friends then? Because Luke has never seen past season 2.
Yeah.
And I said, well, like we weren't, but in that moment we were very cool. We were fine, right?
You guys were just there for me at that moment.
But we were so like stand tall for Brittany. And I think that was our first moment of friendship because I wasn't at her birthday party.
Yeah.
But after that moment, we were like, we're cool in real life too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you guys actually start being like, you think that was like one of the turning points was like whenever all that was happening with me?
I do. I think it was like when I started dating Carter and then she realized that I was actually in a happy relationship and no longer trying to like ruin her life.
Yeah.
And then it was because you were sort of you really were the glue, not sort of. You were the glue that kept the girl group together because everyone's going to hang out with you. And you were like, as long as you guys all get together, like get along together, then it's fine.
Isn't that crazy? I feel like I'm always in that situation.
Yeah. And I think if everyone always respects you, well, it's the same way on the Valley. Think about it. Like you're the glue that holds the group together. And as long as everyone can respect that about you, I think the only time there's problems is when people can't respect that for you. Yeah. For me, that's my issue.
Yeah.
I get mad when I'm like, everyone grow the fuck up. Don't make this harder on Brittany. She's inviting you. If you can't keep it together, then don't come.
Yeah. Oh, I love that everybody you guys have been awesome for me. Like absolutely amazing.
Well, you make it easy.
But oh my gosh, all these memories.
I know.
All of these
many memories.
By the way, I do have to say really fast, we are going to have a Sunday fun day birthday party on Sunday, obviously. Daytime. I'm turning 35, so what's better than a daytime party?
Exactly.
And the Lions are playing. I know you're so excited.
My God.
One person did want to know. Hold on, let me see. This is from Liz S. Wren. And she says, who does Kristen want to face against the Lions in the Super Bowl?
That is so tough. So I would love for the Chiefs to beat the Ravens. End of story. The Chiefs are sorry, Luke, my second favorite team than the Colts. I love the Chiefs. I've loved the Chiefs long before Travis and Taylor were dating. Travis was my hall pass, though, that was okayed by Luke.
Before Taylor?
Before Taylor.
That is crazy.
Because it was, I changed it briefly to John Mayer, and he was like, no.
You know that.
He said, too many of your friends have hooked up with John Mayer. So I said, what do you think about Travis Kelce? And he was like, that's totally fine. Then Tay-Tay started dating him. But I've loved the Chiefs in general. I've been a fan for many years because of other friends.
Hold on. Quick side note really fast. You know that I worked at Hooters with Maya, who won the dating show.
No.
Yeah. We worked at Hooters in Lexington together.
Stop it.
For years. Yeah. We're still friends.
The Kelce dating show.
The Travis Kelce dating show. She won. She was the girl from Kentucky.
Yes, I remember.
Because, you know, they had somebody from each state. We worked together at Hooters.
What?
Yes. Yes, girl.
Brittany.
So, little inside scoop there. Yeah. Isn't that so random?
We have to have a side combo about this. But
I could ask her what he was like in bed.
You got to bring her on the pod. That's all I'm saying. You should bring back like some Hooters girls.
Oh, for sure.
Just like a Hooters podcast. Yeah. But so I would love to see them play the Chiefs for sure. But I do have a sweet spot for Lamar Jackson with the Ravens, because I just feel like he kills it. But
yeah,
sorry to my friends who like the Ravens. I don't like the flipping Ravens. I know we're going to beat the 49ers. Knock on wood.
Woo woo.
And so I hope we play the Chiefs.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for you. I mean, I was always a Bengals girl or a Miami Dolphins because, you know, my nephew's father played for the Miami Dolphins for like 12 years. Jeremiah Bell, shout out.
Yeah.
So I was always such a Dolphins fan, but obviously all Jax, you, Jenny, everybody was here this past weekend and we were watching the Lions. So of course I cheered really for the Lions with you guys.
Well, thank you for that question and thank you for caring.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We're really excited. Everything from Detroit just makes me so happy. I love my hometown.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And also, you're obviously coming on Sunday to watch it at Jax's and also celebrate my birthday at the same time.
Yes, we'll definitely be there. The only reason we wouldn't is if we get last minute tickets in San Francisco.
Oh, I wouldn't even judge.
Otherwise, I'll be there
because we're doing a girls' night, girls only tomorrow night,
yes.
For my birthday dinner and stuff, and we're just gonna hang out and have like a fun little girls' time and like. You know, I want to do like karaoke and stuff at the house and just like have good old fun.
A little Encanto, a little Moana.
Yes, a little. Oh my gosh. Anytime I'm doing like girls' night karaoke, Moana and Encanto songs always come up. It's always like Disney and then country and then Lil Wayne and then Miranda Lambert and then.
I feel like all of you girls are just like us, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of going back to the Valley, how excited are you that... Oh, wait, sorry.
Back it up.
Wrong. Going back to the Valley, how excited are you and what was it like for you personally to be back on camera? Did you feel like you were ready to be back after like what we have like 2 or 3 years off?
4 years.
Yeah.
It'll be 4 years.
By the time we air
air. Yeah. So it's like nerve-wracking, but it is just as exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we've been working, now that we can say we've been working on this for so long and working at it and like doing these little like Zoom interviews with producers and sort of building this show up internally.
Yeah.
It's so exciting that it's finally here.
I know.
Because I had a moment last week, Britt, where I texted you and I was like, oh, I didn't like the way I looked, or like, I'm frustrated people are saying this or saying that. And you went, you know what? We just have to be excited that it's finally here. And it really brought me back down to earth where I'm like, what am I bitching and whining about? You're right.
Oh,
I need to remind myself to be grateful and have gratitude and not suffer in the
because you didn't like how you looked in a photo or something, you know, because of course I do those same things. Like we always get in our head and we think about like every single little comment that people are going to make about us coming back on Bravo and about this and this and that. Like it's a lot of pressure sometimes, but at the same time, like just being so grateful in the moment and like realizing how lucky we are. Like, like how many like % of people get to do
get these options?
To do. Yeah,
get
you know,
these not opinions. Sorry, let me back up. Get these options to do things like this. Get these opportunities.
Yeah.
So it really did bring me back down to earth of like my anxiety and then also complaining and like being frustrated. And I'm like, we're so lucky.
So lucky.
And I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
And that got me a lot more excited when I just like breathed through that.
Yeah. That's what you got to do sometimes whenever the anxiety takes over.
Yeah.
We just got to be like, okay, think about what we're doing. Think about how cool this is.
Yeah.
Think about what we got going on right now.
And
like,
how hard we've worked.
Yes, we wanted to come back. So, like, it's amazing that we are coming back.
Yeah.
And I think that people are going to love it and relate to the show so much because all the random, like, issues and personal issues with every single couple. You know, things that like we all go through as individual couples. Even.
Absolutely.
I think people are going to really be like, oh, wow, like I went through this.
And
I relate to this.
I felt like I got to be much more me.
Yeah.
In my relationship, in my friendships with people than I did at the end of my Vanderpump Rules time.
Yeah.
You know,
because at the end it was like.
It was just different.
Yeah.
It was just different, you know?
But I think that it's going to be great. And I'm like super excited for all of that.
Me too.
But I'm glad that it's happening.
It's wild.
So I did get a lot of questions about how you were feeling after the miscarriage. Obviously, I'm only bringing this up because you were so open and honest about that, which I love because so many people go through this. And I think it's so great that you were so honest about your experience.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were just asking how you're feeling, how you're doing, and any future plans that you want to discuss. All up to you, whatever you want to say, obviously.
Yeah. I think I didn't even realize how many people could relate to it until we decided to do it. And Luke and I decided to talk about it on our podcast only because we literally didn't know how to go on with the podcast without bringing it up.
Yeah.
We're like, how do we jump this hurdle without just laying it all out there and having this one moment to just say how we feel?
Yeah.
It wasn't for everyone else. It was just for us. And I hoped that it would help other people. And it really did. And it blew my freaking mind. Like how many people email. I'm talking like hundreds.
That's
no
awesome.
joke. Emails, texts, not texts, but like DMs and like messages.
Of
and
support.
People just saying like, this happened to me last week. Happened to me a month ago.
Yeah.
The last few days. A year ago. It was very wild to me. And then we even did a podcast at the very end of the year where it was like the top most Googled sex questions. And one of the questions, top 10 of all of Google of 2023 was, can I have sex or when can I have sex after a miscarriage?
Wow.
Which blew my mind because that was something I Googled very much. So I was unsure.
Because you were wanting to like try right away. Right. Yeah.
And we did try right after my doctor said that it was safe to, we tried. I ended up having my period, so it didn't happen. So Luke and I decided like, let's just take a minute and breathe and digest like the emotional and the mental and all of that and take a minute for ourselves and then we'll try again.
Yeah. And I know it's going to happen for you. You have the biggest heart. You're going to be an amazing mother. I've always thought that. So,
but I appreciate you guys writing in about it. Like, it's really, really fucking hard some days. And then some days it's not.
Yeah.
That's the only way I know how to describe it. But I started following, this is the beauty of social media that I want to lend to people is that social media can be such a kind of shitty place, right? It can be dark and just fucking mean.
Trust me, we talk about that all the time.
It can be
on
fucking
this
cruel.
podcast. Yeah.
But the beauty of social media was like after this happened and Luke and I put it on the podcast and it became more of a public thing. There are certain social media accounts that are, you know, there's a niche for everything. And there were accounts that were literally about pregnancy loss. And I followed them. They're following me, and that pops up on my feed. And I get to read these like kind of beautiful things, like I understand you, and it's okay. Yeah, motivate. Like they're kind, they're positive, they're uplifting, and they're also like it's okay to have a bad day, and it's okay to feel this way. And it really does set my morning. If I read that morning and I'm feeling badly, I'm like, you know what? It's okay that I don't feel great about this right now. My day is going to go on, and I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
Boom. So
for sure,
just gotta stay positive.
Yeah, stay positive. Keep your.
It's not always easy, but it really is. Like I know it sounds so fucking cliche, y'all. Stay positive. Be positive.
It's true though. You even just said how
but
made
it really
you feel
is
better.
Yes.
Whenever we were talking about even like the show, like little things like that. Like if you try to have a positive mindset, it can like change your whole outlook on things.
And knowing that there are other people, there's so many people out there. So just like reach out.
Exactly.
You know? You're not alone.
I love
You're not
you,
alone,
girl.
y'all.
Can we also, going into something crazy, everybody knows, I mean, this isn't that crazy, but for me, it's crazy. Everybody knows how much I love The Office. Okay. I love the freaking Office. Speaking of a birthday thing,
this is a birthday gift.
What was it like? Whenever I was pregnant, you guys did "It Is Your Birthday" that Dwight like did for for Kelly's birthday on the show. So I posted. I got a brand new Dwight shirt, which I'm still wearing right now. Actually, got a brand new Dwight Schrute shirt from The Office, and I posted it on my story. Dwight, actually, Rainn Wilson. I don't want to keep calling him Dwight. The amazing Rainn Wilson saw it and loved it, and I about died.
Brittany, I about died for you. Y'all,
I about died.
Right when I walked in and I saw Brittany wearing that shirt, I go, girl, oh my God, Rainn Wilson saw you in the shirt.
He saw it and he loved it, and I that made my whole birthday. Yeah. Birthday made. Best birthday yet.
It's wild. It's so wild.
I just couldn't believe it because as much time, The Office is my background show. Like if I'm not listening to music or whatever, The Office or Friends, I go back and forth. But I've been on a huge Office kick. So The Office is just always in the background.
It just makes
I
you
go to sleep
happy.
to it. Cruise used to kick in my stomach whenever the theme song would come on. It was it's for real, for real. So the fact that Dwight, who is the best on the freaking show,
it's a pinch me moment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
It's so cool. It's so cool. It'll never not be cool. It's always going to be a pinch me moment. I cannot believe this is happening.
No, I cannot believe this is happening. And it was just so funny. I was like, oh my gosh, he saw it. This is crazy.
Yeah.
It just made my day. So yeah, Dwight Schrute saw me in a Dwight Schrute shirt. And he
Thanks,
liked it.
Rainn. Thanks for making my best friend's birthday.
Oh my gosh, Rainn Wilson, we love you.
We love you.
You are awesome. Okay, so since it is my birthday, you down to do a birthday shot chant with me?
Absolutely.
You know which one?
Which one?
All right, we're gonna do this chant. We've done it on Vanderpump Rules a couple times, but here we go. Take a shot. Take a shot. Take a shot like a bad bitch can. If you can't take a shot like a bad bitch can, then get that motherfucking shot out your hand. Take a shot. Yay! So yeah, that always gets us in the mood. It's 100% one of my favorite things to
Pass
do.
that on to all your girls and your guys. I want the guys to start doing that too.
Yes, me and my friends back home, we all do it. Even my friends here all know it now too.
Sure
It's
do.
became a whole thing. So.
I want to see all of y'all posting these on your Instagram and tagging Brittany when it's your friend's birthday.
Please, and also tomorrow for my birthday.
For Brittany's birthday. This is as part of my birthday present to Brittany. It's part of Brittany's birthday present to Brittany. I want y'all to post these videos. That would be so cool.
That would be absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. Please
let's make it go viral.
Yes, let's do it. Make it go viral. Hashtag Brittany's birthday.
Hey.
Okay, so now I want to go into some questions from some fans.
Let's do it.
This is from Mo Graz. How did you meet your boyfriend?
Luke and I met Luke and I met technically a few years back in Denver. I had a boyfriend. He was just a friend of my friend's husband. That's that. Cut to a couple of years ago. We re-met at a wedding of my friend Rachel. Brittany and we're both friends with Rachel. And her husband, Greg, they got married. Luke and I stood up at a wedding together. I was recently broken up with. And that's kind of that.
And she just kind of came back with a boyfriend.
I came back with a non-boyfriend. I said he wasn't. Yeah. We were not going to date.
She was saying we're not going to date for the longest time. And I was like, And then, things just started picking up and picking up and picking up.
After a million times of Luke coming to California.
Yeah. I was like,
they're that's your boyfriend.
He came to Mexico for Sheena's wedding.
So, Janet's birthday. A month and a half after we met again.
He was just showing up to all the things. But no, the more I've gotten to know Luke, the more I love him. So I'm so happy for you guys. Yeah. I really am.
He's a Midwestern babe.
Yeah, he's a lot like me.
He is in a lot of ways. And your whole family, your whole family loves him. I'm like, that speaks and my whole family loves him.
Yeah, and I love that for you guys.
Me too.
I'm very happy for you. All right, another question from _ It's just Ava's. She says, do you have any regrets being on VPR? Would you change your journey and never been on it?
No, I mean, of course. Oh, I hate that.
Of course we have regrets.
Yeah, it's live life with no regrets. Regrets. Exactly. The tattoo says. Yeah. But I have regrets. There are things that I wish I hadn't have done. There are things that I wish I had done differently 100%. But I don't regret being on Vanderpump Rules. I would not allow the friends that I have now, all the platforms that I have, of course. And as cheesy as you guys might think this is, but like even just the platform that we have to do charitable things or to like spread the word for our friends that need things or our families that need things. That is for me one of the best parts.
100%.
And that's the positive 100%. Part of social media. Like I was saying earlier, there are so many positive parts.
Oh, yeah.
But there are a lot of memories that I wish I could erase.
Trust me. Same with me. Exactly same. But like my whole life being from a Kentucky girl who never thought I would be on TV or doing anything like that, like it changed my life. And like I've had so many amazing experiences. And like you said, the fact that we have these platforms and can like help people and do things, like it means the world. Yeah. It really does. Okay, here's another question. Melissa_Nicole. What are you most nervous about being back on reality TV?
Oh, shoot, girl. Everything. No. There are some things that'll happen on this season of The Valley that I'm like, damn it, Kristen, you know better. Like you did the work. You were in therapy. You don't lash out anymore.
I will say Kristen made some good TV though.
Kristen had some moments.
Kristen made some good TV, though.
I was like, crazy Kristen. I like crazy Kristen. I love her, but I'm like, she doesn't go here anymore.
She doesn't go here anymore. You don't belong here. You can't sit with us. Here.
She's only allowed to sit with me when I welcome her, and she just pops up sometimes. So you'll see.
It's going to be great. We're going to get through it like every other hardship that we've ever had to go through on a TV show. People listening or watching, like acting like their lives are perfect. Like, come on.
Oh, please.
Like, come on. We all go through things in our lives. Imagine having a camera following you whenever you're going through it. Like, it's a whole different life.
Yes.
But I think it's going to be so good. And, you know, I think I'm most nervous about Cruz being on the show and like people trying to judge that and the parenting aspect, because obviously he's the most important thing in my life.
100%.
And I love him more than anything else in the world.
And people behind a computer have so many opinions about you, with Cruz, all of our friends with their parenting.
Exactly.
And I just get to watch it from the outside and I want to like fight.
Yeah.
It's hard. If you are mean, I want to fight you in person. I'm telling you right now, like I will meet you in the back alley, 3 p.m. by the basketball court, whatever. If you're going to say, like I will fight you if you speak about any of my friends' parenting skills.
Nobody's parenting skills, especially just from little clips you see on Instagram or like a little clip you see on a TV show. I think that's what worries me the worst. And also, like Cruz is in speech therapy. I've been so open and honest about that.
Yeah,
he's in speech therapy. We're putting him in a social skills class. Yeah. He's in school.
He's 2.
He's doing amazing.
He's 2 years old.
I know, but I think that's like going to be like the hardest
just
part.
Just like nobody should have an opinion about anyone's 2-year-old.
Exactly.
Like,
it's
Lord.
Insane. And also, he is the cutest and most perfect little boy in the whole wide world. Just saying.
He's perfect.
All right. This is from hearts_yoga_. If she had to go on a desert island and could only bring the dogs or Luke, which would it be?
Okay. Strangely enough, this is easy.
Really?
I would bring Luke and I would send my dogs to their trainer because Luke would know exactly what to build, how to get off the island. He would forage all the food for me. He'd hunt the food for himself. He'd go fishing. He'd build a raft. He'd build a shelter. Like I would sit there and file my nails with like a piece of like wood or something. And he would, I don't know, Luke, 100% Luke, dogs go to the trainer.
And because you're going to find your way back to the dogs. That's like your end goal. As long as I get back to the dogs, we're good.
Yeah. End of story. I'd be like, Luke, get us back to the dogs. He's like, all right, babe, I got it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I love this question. We're going to end it with this one. This is from the Sav Haven. Did you and Kristen hit it off immediately or did it take some time for your friendship to grow?
You go first.
We hit it off immediately. Where were we at? What's the EPLP? I met Kristen for the first time at EPLP. I remember what I was wearing and everything. It was like this baby blue dress that had like side boob cut out. And it was from that brand American Apparel that shut down. Yes. Remember?
I love when you say that brand American Apparel.
Well, remember it was like so popular and then it was so popular. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So it was like the sexiest dress. And I remember, and it was the first night I met you. And I was like so nervous because, of course, everybody was like already being like, well, Jack's hooked up with her before. Like, I was always had to hear stuff like that.
Which is so weird.
We didn't know each other. It was years ago. Like, who freaking cares?
Yeah.
Everybody has a past. Like, you got to get over that stuff, especially whenever you're older. Like, come on. So I was like nervous to meet her, but we just like clicked instantly in the elevator.
We did.
The elevator.
So you came, I forget, y'all were coming from somewhere. And you guys came and you go, do you want to do a shot with me at the bar? And I was like, I absolutely do. And then we did a shot and then we got in that because we're on a rooftop. So we got in the elevator to go downstairs and go somewhere.
Yeah.
And we took a selfie in the elevator.
Or
something.
Yeah.
But we took a selfie in the elevator and I have it.
Yeah. We're so going to show this selfie if you watch the clip on Instagram.
Babies.
Oh my gosh. So young. But I love you so much.
I love you so much. Listen, not to be... You're his wife, but I've always loved most of Jax's girlfriends. Like some of them were my friends first.
Yeah.
And I've like collected them and he chooses really nice women.
He does.
Then he chose you. And I'm like, that's it.
Oh.
That's my girl. That's the girl he's going to marry. There's no doubt. Like this is my new best friend. I'm stealing her. I knew it that day. Yeah. I knew it that day. I was like, this bitch is ride or die.
I love you so much, Kristen.
I love you.
Thank you so much. And happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
35. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Tell people where to find you.
You know where to find me. At Kristen Doute on everything. And I'm trying to be better on TikTok. And please listen, subscribe, comment, sex, love, and what else matters.
And of course, The Valley.
And watch The Valley coming soon.
We cannot wait. Okay, I love you so much. And thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this episode of When Reality Hits. I love y'all. Have a great week.